Hi everyone! Welcome back to Feathers and Foliage. Today I'm going to give you my houseplant tour. So you're going to get to see all the plants in my home and where they are. I've done my best to tidy up beforehand, and it's not like it was a huge mess, but I don't have an Instagram home by any means, and I guess it just comes down to you guys see where I point the camera, so it's up to me. Alright, follow me. Alright guys, so we're starting in my kitchen. I have a ton of plants in here. So, here we go. We'll start with the kitchen window. I guess it's kind of the light's coming in the wrong way, but I have, in my kitchen window, I have a queen pothos. I do lots of propagating, so in 2 cups here I have 2 Tradescantia zebrina cups that are they're all rooted up and ready to go. I just haven't I haven't potted them yet. I don't know what to do with them. I already have 2 pots of it, so this is where my ponytail palm is, my favorite one. This is a cup of Monstera adansonii, and it is got roots and stuff. I just need to get a pot for it. I'm going to put it, I think, in a terracotta. This is a Peperomia obtusifolia. It was very small when I got it, but it's growing like a weed. I'm sure they are a weed wherever they come from. This is a really grotesque piece of ivy. My bird chewed it off and I rooted it, but I didn't kind of really think about what it would look like once I put it in a pot, and it's just kind of like a long, weird curling strand. So that kind of just goes there on the fridge and looks a bit strange sometimes. In this window, there's another ponytail palm, some propagating polka dot plant. This is a succulent. I cannot remember the name. Sometimes it's called cow's tongue or something because it's so juicy. I also have a Pilea peperomioides, which is not looking amazing, but it's a lot bigger than when I got it. I don't really know what she wants, but maybe like more sunshine. I don't know. I have a Sansevieria leaf. I probably shouldn't do that. It's propagating. I just put it in here a couple days ago, so it'll be some time before it has any roots. This is some sort of peperomia. I put it in my gecko tank and decided that I wanted a piece in a pot, and I've put it in here, and it's just really struggling. But, you know, might make it, might not. This is Fran. She's a little tiny fern. She's my only other fern. I have 2. I don't know what kind it is. It's really cute though. I have an orchid up here. I am babysitting this for a friend. She almost killed it and she was like, I don't know what to do. So I'm really not the best orchid person, but I'm doing my best for her. Yeah. So as soon as it seems to have perked up, or maybe if it blooms again, I will give it back. Okay, we are now in my living room. As you can see, I have this beautiful window that goes through to my kitchen. And in that window, we have some plants. I have this, this green oxalis, which I don't really know why. It looked rough when I got it, and it still looks rough. I don't know if I need to move it. I don't know if it needs to go dormant for a while and then start again. I'm not sure. But it really just looks the same as when I got it. I was hoping it would perk up. It was in an annual section, so it only cost like $5, so we'll see what it does. This is a Peperomia pink edges, I believe people call it. I don't know what the Latin name is for it. I'll have to learn that. This is my escargot begonia. Love, love, love this plant. It's doing really well here. There's windows across the way there, and then behind us there's the front window there. So it gets light from both directions, and it seems to really enjoy that. This is a, what do they call this? Pilea Caderii, or an aluminum plant. And then I also have a variegated version of that. And in between there is a peperomia. I don't know what kind this is. It was just labeled peperomia. If you know, please comment down below. This is another peperomia. I do know the name of this, but I've forgotten it. It's, I think, commonly known as a crinkle peperomia. And it's kind of, it's the silver version. I think they come in about 4 different colors. This is a baby tears. I got this at a grocery store for about $4, and it's really cute. I can't wait to see what it does. I'm not sure if this is a trailing plant or if it's going to be like more of a bush. Over here, I have my other fern. I don't know what kind it is, but it's really cute. And then this is also a baby tears. It's just a more miniature version. It's really small. It's got really cute tiny little leaves. I love her. She's so sweet. But like these are kind of like where I put pots until I decide what to do with them. I'll repot them and put them somewhere eventually. I have 3 types of polka dot plants. I kind of have a pink one, a white one, and a red one. These are not my favorite type of plant. I kind of got them when I was really in a plant buying phase, and now I'm just kind of like, maybe I'll give them away. I'm not sure. This is some sort of, what do they call it? I don't know. Dracaena? I think it's a type of Dracaena. This is a purple oxalis. It's really beautiful. She's gotten quite big since I bought her. Down here is where I keep my prayer plant and my calathea. So they really like it here, actually. I was putting them here and I was testing to see if there would be enough light, because I honestly didn't think there would be. But they're doing really well, so it's good. This one's put out like 10 new leaves, and I've only had it like probably a month. These are 2 syngoniums. I love, love, love this brown one. I'm not sure why. I just love the brown. Looks kind of like it's dead, but it's not. Maybe that's why I love it. And then this is like that's a really typical one. I think they call it white butterfly wings or something, syngonium. And then on my shelf here, I have a heartleaf philodendron and a golden pothos. And I can't wait for them to kind of start trailing down. I really like skulls. I have a couple skulls up there. I have a couple horse skulls down here. So that's kind of my creepy decor. And by my north-facing window, I have a very big monstera. I mean, not very big. They get really big, and this one's just my biggest one, and I think it's huge, but it's really not. These are some sort of Dracaena down there. Really cute. I propagated these syngoniums from my big plant, and I'm just waiting to give them away. I don't really need another one. This one I bought at a greenhouse. It was really small, and it's still really small. I'm just like babying it to hopefully get it to grow nice and big, because it's a really cute color. I love the pink leaves. They're like completely pink. There's no green. This is a plant that I've had, like in my family, we've had this plant my whole life, basically. When I was a kid, we bought it for my grandpa, and we gave it to him, and they had it in, Grandma and Grandpa kept it in their house for years, and eventually gave Mom a clipping back, because you can root it super easily. And we've just, like occasionally it'll get really long, and you cut it, and then you root it, and then you start a new one. And it's just been going and going and going forever. And we always referred to it as a juicy fruit plant, because it smells, well, it has a smell. It doesn't smell like juicy fruit. I don't know why they called it that, but that's what we called it. And I've since learned it's called Cuban oregano. And apparently it's edible and you can cook with it. But it has really soft leaves and just the slightest touch of them, and it releases a very strong smell. And they warned, if you're cooking with it, to be very careful not to overuse it, because it will overpower your cooking. This is a alocasia, or an African mask plant, It hasn't really done anything since I bought it. I've moved it here because it has more light and maybe it will do something there. I have no idea. This was my first Monstera. She put out a new leaf. Her name is Gertie. I put this tag in, and I was going to put tags in all of them with like the name of the plant and also its Latin name. You probably can't read it. But then I decided it looked really tacky, so she's the only one that has a name tag. This is a Peperomia obtusifolia variegata. His name is Dwayne. He's very nice. This is a variegated rubber plant. She's also very nice. We are now in my laundry room. I have this Tradescantia zebrina that I propagated. It's up in here. What I did with it, I rooted it and then I put it in this pot, and then as soon as the tips started to grow, I cropped them all off. I pinched them off, and the plan was that it would start to send out more things off the sides of the plant. It's really hard to see, but yeah, it's kind of doing what I wanted it to do, but I don't know if it has enough light because it's kind of stringy. I just wanted like a fuller plant, because often you'll get them coming down and it's just like a couple like long strands and it's not really that like dazzling. So it was kind of an experiment. If it doesn't work, I have so much more I can do again. I just have to put them in dirt. And over here, there are more succulents. These are more of those juicy cow's tongue or whatever they're called. I can't remember the name. It starts with a G, I believe. This is a croton. I put it in this window because this window actually gets like direct sunlight. It's a south window. And I thought it would have more color if I did that, but it really is just kind of green. That's another succulent. Up there I have another juicy fruit plant. Oh, I need more light. Another juicy fruit plant, and then this thing, which I refer to as a chocolate plant, but I don't know what the real name is. Okay, we are in my bedroom now. This is a beautiful tapestry I got online. I love all things that come from nature, anything kind of spiritual, and yeah, so I really like to decorate with wood, feathers, bones, and I love wall hangings like this, so I hope you guys like that too. Okay, so up here on my bookshelf, we have my orchids. I have 4 orchids. This one, I'm going to tell the story of it eventually. I'm going to do an orchid video. It was a long, weird process with this plant, and it has 1 leaf, and I'm really just like babying it, hoping it will survive. This one I got at an orchid show. It is so tall. It has the most beautiful pink flowers on it, and it keeps producing all of these, like this flower and these buds. Let me focus here, come on. This flower and these buds were not on the plant when I bought it, so it is still going. I hope it produces lots of flowers. And then this little guy is my pride and joy. Got him at a grocery store. He's very cute. Over here I have a little plant stand with 1 Monstera leaf. I bought this for $10 from somebody, and I just don't know if it's gonna work. It's 1 leaf and it has roots from this piece of vine on the bottom. But like, if you know anything about Monsteras, please reach out to me, because I don't know what it's going to do. It doesn't seem like it is going to do anything. Like, where will it continue to grow from? Does it have a place to grow from? I don't know. It just feels like it's just going to be a leaf forever. Either way, it's beautiful, but I was really hoping for like a full plant out of that. That little purple thing right here is called a Moses's Cradle, I believe, or it's a type of Tradescantia. It's related to the Zebrina. This is another Syngonium. This is a Spathiphyllum, or a peace lily. This is a Dieffenbachia. I bought this in the winter, and it was at Walmart. It was about $10, and which was kind of expensive actually, now that I've seen it in other places for much less, but whatever. I bought it, and then I was going outside into the parking lot, and it was minus 20 degrees Celsius. I don't know what the conversion is to Fahrenheit, but very, very cold, and I could not find my car, and I was running around frantically trying to get to the car so I could get this plant in before it froze. And unfortunately, a couple of the tips of the leaves got frostbite, but actually hardly any damage at all for how cold it was, so it's doing really well. It's happy now. Something that's not doing really well is this. This plant is a, what is it called? A variegated shell ginger. And if there's one lesson to be learned, when you are buying plants, you should definitely know something about them before you buy them. And this plant loves high humidity and almost completely full sun. And I bought it before it was like warm enough to put outside. I think it's warm enough now, so I'm going to move it out for the summer. But basically, I went to Florida last month, and they use this in flower beds there because it just loves the heat and it loves the sun, and my bedroom has neither. So, sadly, a lot of the leaves have dried up because the humidity is not high enough. I mist it every day to try and prevent that, but I even put water in this tray down here so that it would have some extra humidity all the time, but it just didn't work, sadly. So please look up plants before you buy them. It's not so much about the money for me. It was $26, which is quite a bit, but I'm just more sad to see it shriveling. It's okay though. I'll put him out. Maybe it'll like it outside. Over here I have a syngonium. This one, I love the colors of this one. It's almost like such a dark pink that it's a red. It might actually be the same species as the one in the living room. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's a beautiful syngonium. And then hanging above the bed in the window here, I have this basket of a variety of plants. I put in some ivy. There's a type of peperomia in here that's very viney, and it's actually blooming, which I love. I've never had a peperomia bloom, but I've had this basket a couple years. It was like, before I was really into plants, I wanted some in my bedroom, so I've made this basket. It also has some Pilea cadiri up here, or aluminum plants. Whenever they get long and stringy, I just cut them off and root them, and then it comes back from the bottom. And then I have some air plants. I made this air plant holder out of a vertebrae. I love bones, so I used that, and I put both of these on there, and they seem to be doing well. I also have a handful of miscellaneous air plants that I've accumulated. I bought some seeds online for bamboo, and I produced 2 stringy little ratchet bamboo plants. They're not amazing, but whatever. And then I have a tiny little angel wing begonia that I'm just like struggling to keep alive. I've moved it here because I think it'll get more light, but it's just like on the brink. I just cross my fingers that she'll make it. Alright guys, so that was my houseplant tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too boring. I don't know that much about plants yet. If you can give me any advice about anything that I'm doing wrong, or any of the names of the plants that I wasn't quite sure, I'd really enjoy that. I'm gradually trying to learn all the Latin names and where they come from, and anything that I can learn to help make them thrive better. So yeah, if you guys have anything, please comment down below. Otherwise, I hope to see you again soon.